bought a cover too. See, there you go. See, you don't understand. Jay bought a pillow cover as well. Going into
regardless of pillows, game 1, Saiki versus AC, Sheik Meta Knight.
Now this is an interesting matchup.
I am so excited to see how he plays this.
I hate this matchup, but there's a few really nice parts about it. Meta Knight's combo food. Meta Knight's hella combo food.
Yeah.
As exhibited by the 71% start. But now we're in that point where Saiki doesn't really have guaranteed stuff on him.
Yeah.
So let's see what starts happening.
So far, we've seen AC play a very defensive, bait-heavy Meta Knight.
You're not getting that on Sheik.
You're not getting that out of Saiki.
On Saiki, you're gonna need to have those dash attacks on point. You're gonna need to be aggressive.
He will time you out.
Yes,
I have
he
seen
will.
it done. It is actually brutal.
So I'm hoping that AC kind of gets a feel for what he needs to do.
Yeah.
And then just plays a little more aggressive.
Yeah.
That forward air is not a good idea on Sheik. On Sheik, you want to go for like either a nair and fast fall or something, or like a roar bear. Because your forward airs can leave you too vulnerable and get bouncing
When
fish.
Sheik's framed at it, you just always want to stay safe.
Yikes, that's not true, AC. You can always air dodge those, but don't tell them.
But if you air dodge, you're going to get like fared or nairs. Or it's like
And if you air dodge, you can still get it.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's a nice pseudo 50-50. So let's see what happens. This is a great start for Saiki, though.
Yeah, Saiki is an amazing place, but
yeah.
unfortunately, he's a death percent.
Well, okay, here's the thing. He's not. He is and he isn't. Because up B now, right?
Okay.
But good smash DI can keep you alive, and it's pretty iffy.
Saiki's DI
grounded up B will
on the
kill.
up airs has been like really good.
They've been insane. Grounded up B is going to be the biggest thing here, and that's really just out of shields. Like, you're not really afraid of that anywhere else.
Yeah.
That jab has some weird-ass properties, by the way.
Yeah.
Especially at ledge. You can
Yeah,
jab
you can
tornado.
you can catch like Falcon,
Yep.
like below the stage.
And if you do it facing in to stage, and that dash attack almost killed. If you do
There
it
was
facing,
red sparks on a Sheik dash attack. I have now
that
seen
happens
everything.
a lot. You'd be surprised how often that
Really?
happens. Yeah. It has really high base knockback. It just drops off really quick.
It's just super DIable.
Yeah. It's like kind of like Bayonet's F throw.
Okay.
If you know what I mean by that, like it always has sparks, and you live like another 60%. Oh, that back air is hella strong,
Meta Knight's
man.
back air having the same knockback growth as Zero Suit's boost kick.
Really? Ugh, that's gross.
Boost kick's the uppy, right? And then the down B is like flip or whatever.
Yeah, flip kick is the down B.
Yeah. So boost kick.
That's gross.
Knockback growth at 212.
Nice back air hurts.
Back air is a little bit good.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's like, what happened? He went to ledge and then just appeared above it, and Saiki grabbed him. I think AC's holding down from ledge and not getting ledge snaps to try to get damage on Saiki, and it's working.
Yeah, because
but now he's at 160.
Shadow Loop will poke regardless, depending on how you space it.
Yes.
But because it pokes, if you don't space it right, you can get grabbed out of it. I like that a lot because like the Meta Knight tech where you can just like jab at ledge, and then you basically fall off because the jab pushes your model off stage.
And you get an up B, or you get
a
NATO, whatever you want.
Yeah,
and that F tilt's gonna kill. I gotta say, there's something really clever that happened there. AC jumped up and got an F tilt string going, and Saiki double jumped backwards and bouncing fished over him. Because why in the hell is he going to stay that close to the blast zone on a Meta Knight at that high percent? It's just not worth it.
Yeah. And because he's shown AC that, I want to see AC like look for the bouncing fish because Sheik loves to like get out of situations
and
like that.
And if you read it,
bouncing fishing over,
you can punish so hard.
That is a shuttle loop.
It's a shuttle loop. It's a back air. It's a nair. You can do anything to that move if you catch it early enough.
Yeah.
And Meta Knight has the tools to do it. By all means.
Definitely has the tools to do well in this matchup.
And see now, I don't like going for the up B at early percents. A few friends of mine have recently started going for the neutral B, actually. Going for the NATO. Because the NATO is relatively safer on a poke, and it's a little more true.
Yeah. Also, the damage is just so much better.
It's so much better. But you don't have to chase them. It's a big thing. Like, you jab and then NATO. It doesn't matter where they smash the eye. You can get the NATO hitbox is friggin' ginormous. And he might be dead!
Okay, no.
No, he's gonna live. The Sheik. I should know better.
Yeah.
I should know better.
We saw that. that wonderfully made Rise intro.
Yeah.
Where Saiki had the Smashville combos. I was like, am I going to see that again?
It's always exciting to watch, too. Smashville is Sheikville for a reason for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Still to this day.
Yeah, the smallest horizontal blast zones in the game. And
On
that platform,
the most horizontally comboed character.
That platform does not do anyone any justice but Sheik.
Hey now.
And Ness.
About to say, anyone with a forward throw is pretty good at
a
this
high
platform.
base knockback forward throw.
Yeah.
But
even Fox gets a lot out of it, and Pit.
Most notably, Sheik.
Most notably Sheik.
Yeah.
Going for those forward airs. And remember, forward air to bouncing fish is true at on auto cancel.
Yeah, good catch off stage with the forward air.
Really good catch in AC.
Because the name of the game in this matchup is just don't let Meta Knight get rage.
Just don't let Meta Knight play the game.
Yeah.
Just don't.
And Sheik's pretty good at that.
Oh, yeah.
Because if Meta Knight gets rage, Sheik dies at, like, percents where Sheik shouldn't die.
Yeah. And something you gotta keep in mind, of course, with this matchup, Meta Knight's best option out of things is, like, legit a frame 4 down air that has no hitbox or any challenge ability. Like
if the hitbox is on the bottom and, like, very slightly behind.
Yeah,
like,
and
unless you're challenging, like, from above and you're kind of camping with it a little bit, it's not going to do much.
Yeah, so he just, once he's hit, he's kind of stuck in there.
Yeah.
He really doesn't have a good offing tool like a lot of other characters.
And he's really got to stop using forward tilt on shield because against some characters it is safe, not Sheik.
No. Sheik is fast. You're going to get punished.
Yeah. So he's got to learn what pokes are safe in this matchup and just realize that Saiki is going to wait for him to do it.
Now that was really weird. Saiki jumped up, charged needles, and threw them the other way. Didn't do anything because the AC was a good like 40 feet under the stage, but I mean it was cool looking. So shout outs to Saiki.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, he got needles. So.
No, he didn't. He threw them. He charged 3 and threw them.
The fear?
AC was under the stage. I think he wanted like some really swell off-stage needle stuff, and that's pretty fun to do.
Yeah.
But I think he just messed
now,
up.
that up smash, okay.
That
the previous up smash made me worried because that, in my opinion, makes me think he's going to start fishing.
I can see it.
Where Meta Knight at this percent is...
Really can't afford to do that.
Really cannot afford to fish because he needs to stay alive so that he can kill Sheik at a normal percent.
Yep. And something to say...
Quote,
yeah, 50-ish.
Yeah.
So, and there it is, Ledge Trump Bear. I want to point out how he lost his first stock. He ran away, tried to B-reverse needles. It totally would have worked because AC was so tunnel vision on getting that up smash.
Yeah.
It totally would have worked. But he missed it.
Yeah.
But he missed it. And that's game 2. So we're going to game 3 now. Saiki with a sizable lead. We're going to run it back once again to Smashville. Guys, there's other stages. Like there's a bit of a metagame built around stages in Smash Brothers.
Like that may be true, but honestly, like Battlefield, Sheik's going to die later.
Yeah.
Like,
Town and City's banned.
Town and City is like almost definitely banned.
And then we have Dreamland and I guess you can go to Dreamland since it's your pick.
Yeah. The Dreamland is going to die at like a little bit earlier if you get the platform resets since they are a little bit higher. But like I cannot imagine that FD would be in AC's
FD would
best
be
interest.
it would honestly be AC's best bet is this stage or Dreamland.
Yeah. But even then, if you go to Dreamland, you're giving Saiki access to tri-platform layout.
Very true. Yeah. And that's a big thing with Sheik. Or not just Sheik. That's a good big thing with Smash in general. It's a lot of playing what your opponent's good at, too. And be like, oh, you're good at that? Then you're never going to be able to touch that, ever.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the reasons Lilat was such an interesting stage. Because it was so... do you know how to deal with Lilat? No? I think you just lost, dude.
Yeah, Saiki.
Oh, that's...
This is
good
just...
Good guy.
Saiki's just mauling him.
So you got to be...
keeping on the pressure.
The thing is, you say it's mauling, but the percents are even.
Yeah, the percents are even. Oh!
And that's a dead Sheik.
Good. That was an amazing...
And that's the
down air reversal off stage.
Super freaking clutch, man. That's like ridiculous. And this is where you do not want to be. That F tilt has insane base knockback. It can kill you at like 40. Beware that.
Yeah.
That up air can kill if he gets the mix up DI, which he will.
Yeah. That was not good DI from AC.
No.
I didn't catch if
he got the cross up.
If Saiki did the reverse up air.
He didn't reverse up air. He just simply moved too far to the left. So
okay.
Yeah. Because that works too. If you reverse it, it's easier to hit, I guess. Honestly, it's just whatever side of Sheik's legs are on at the end of it, at the last hit. So in that case, he was just in a bad spot. Saiki now on the losing end of this. But this is Sheik. She can make that damage up really fast.
Yeah, AC is playing a lot more reserved. He's really picking his spots a lot better.
Ooh.
Much better, rather.
That was good. That was very good. I was a little afraid that he was going to do like a get attack or something. Saiki seemed to be ready for it.
Yeah.
But he waited. He waited the sec, but it's still got him caught, unfortunately.
Yeah. Saiki's been catching him, though, a lot with these cross-up bears. And it's really been baiting the shield grab from AC. I was expecting
a great move. Yeah, so was I. Because that is a free up. Maybe he was afraid it wouldn't kill and didn't want to sail it.
Yeah.
I could see that from Saiki.
Like that is realistically like one of her main kill moves. Oh.
That's a dead Sheik.
So is that. Meta Knight's forward smash so strong.
So I wanna talk with that a little bit there. I want to mention what happened. AC has the funniest habit with F smash ever. He will throw out like 4 of those suckers in a row without moving. And
neutral.
I even talked with Saiki earlier. I was like, he throws a lot of his F smashes out in neutral. I think Saiki knew it was coming and said, I can fair that.
Yeah.
And got his hand sliced off.
Yeah.
You don't want to put your hand near something that sharp, man. It's dangerous.
Because honestly, like, Meta Knight doesn't have a projectile, and when he's committing to such like, realistically, like on shield, it's not like a very committing option. But like spacing wise and stage control, like forward smash, like keeps you in place.
Yep.
Like you are committed to protecting the zone in front of you and like a little bit behind.
And
like,
it can hit a little bit behind, but not very hard. So you can totally go over his head with a bear or something like that.
But, like Sheik has needles. Like that was a bad bouncing fit. I think Saiki meant to get the ledge.
And even if you did, I think you wanted the auto snap too. You gotta hold away from ledge if you want the auto snap. If you hold into stage, you'll just bounce off.
Yeah.
Definitely
right now,
upsetting.
this is not a good place for Sheik. Down a stock against Meta Knight, where you're probably going to have trouble killing. And giving him rage.
It is definitely not a great spot to be in. This is looking heavy, and I think that little bit of momentum from last game is just AC is carrying it. He said, I kind of get what you do now. I get your game plan.
Yeah.
And this is, when you watch the first 2 matches of the set, it looks like it's heavily Sheik, heavily Saiki's favor, right? Yeah. Either one, if not both. Then you watch the later parts of the set, you're going to notice Meta Knight getting a lot more. Even the safest options are punishable if you know they're coming. And Meta Knight has such good punish moves. It's ridiculous. You've got to respect it. And now that was interesting there. It's not going to kill, though. I don't really think he could have gotten a kill aside from...
That's good.
Oh, yeah, that'll kill. I'm saying the forward smash rather than up smash. I don't think that's...
I don't know if that would kill off the other side. But I think the way that AC has been, like, controlling space has been so much better to where he's, like, operating in these zones where Saiki is not as comfortable.
And Saiki's dead.
As I say that, Saiki is dead.
Up it, uppy, man. He was at, like, 60 at the end of it. It makes sense.
Saiki DIing in to try to get, like, the cross-up, but it's totally reactable.
Yikes! All right, well, we're going straight into Game 5. Saiki is probably one of the few players I see who has no expression on his face regardless of how the sets change or go.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Saiki do be a little bit, I don't know, change up something. Just basically don't let AC have that hard of a download on him. Because you're going to die if he does.
I think because AC has been, like, controlling...
That was disgusting! Like, you can't dash attack twice and roll behind grab. You can't do that.
AC is just starting to do these options to where they're just, oh, is that dead? Okay, no.
God, I would have been a little sad if it was.
Where, like, AC is doing these options that Saiki just isn't expecting. And it's catching him off guard and he's getting grabs.
They're working so damn well.
And because of that, Saiki is, like, thrown a little bit off kilter, so he's been prone to approach a little bit more, which goes back to how AC's been playing a lot of his games this tournament, is just letting his opponent come to him.
Make the mistakes and gets a free kill. That might kill Sheik. That almost did. A little more rage, and I think that would have killed.
Yeah.
Another backer will kill at this point.
Yeah, Saiki is just picking these aggressive options that just aren't netting him much of anything other than, like, damage on himself.
And this is where the game starts looking a lot more even, you know? AC starts to have that, AC and Meta Knight start to show off what makes them such a good character. Immense kill power, immense punish game.
Yeah.
And when we start to see the issue with Saiki's playstyle too here, right? Because now that he knows how Saiki gets in neutral, Saiki can't do that anymore. He has to mix it up. And that forward throw to double jump bouncing fish, taking the first stock matters so much in this last game. It's not even funny. It doesn't matter if he gets any extra credit or not. Knowing that they only have one stock left is such a big relief. It means he can play as defensive as he wants now.
Especially because if he can, like, any percent he gets right now is good.
Yep.
Because that's just less work he has to do on his next stock.
And of course, that doesn't necessarily mean this is a one game by any means. But it does mean that Saiki gets to play his preferred playstyle now.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, it's fully recommended.
Yeah.
Back throw will start to kill around like 140, 150. So that's something to be aware of. Nair and Bear going to kill hella early.
Last stock.
Good damage from Saiki right off the bat.
Up AC.
Starting at 75% is going to be a little scary for AC. I want to see...
Ooh, that was... as long as Saiki can avoid the... Oh, God. Is this it?
No. You can't. You cannot get the ladder on Sheik that early.
Is that going to kill?
No.
Okay, no.
Even with the mix-up there, it would not have killed. He shielded. He was a bit afraid of the blade aspect of it, right? And that is it! That is it! Saiki is going to take it over AC. That F tilt up air was so good. Was great.